my ghetto rigged dishwasher setup, which this is only 120 volts, and it can plug just into a standard outlet. And it's also hooked up to just a separate pump system right now. So it's got like one of those 12-volt RV pumps and this pressure accumulator tank, which is kind of worthless. And then this aquarium acts as a water source. So the first step, besides loading the dishwasher, like I have to have a full-size dishwasher off grid because I hate doing the dishes. So the first step is heating water. Alright, so step one, washing this horrible thing out by hand, the worst thing we have to do all day. Alright, so I showed this horribleness the other day where you're doing like hand washing dishes off grid, where you have some clean water, and like this is like a ghetto rigged Walmart setup here, pump, part of his solar shower. So now I'm just gonna wash this by hand. Now we fill this with clean water. Boil it. So this is just clean water brought in.
So you want to have water already in the tank so that like when the hot boiling water hits it, you're not like causing the tank. You're not causing the tank to crack.
It keeps like dust from falling in it and stuff like that. Alright, so we have some water in there. The boiling water didn't take as forever as I thought it would. I like to check this with the thermometer. To make sure this doesn't go above 120. I'm just using, or not above 140, I should say. Just using candy thermometer. Yeah, it would be better with the sticking a mini water heater on it. I mean, the proper way to do this, not so ghetto, is to actually use a proper water heater. But this works for ghetto. Let's see, what else? So here we have the tube. In there, here's the plugged in RV 12-volt C-flow battery that you can get on Amazon. Here's the accumulator tank that goes with it that you can also get on Amazon. This is like PEX you can just get at Home Depot to connect the parts. The C-flow pump also comes with its own black thing of those, but I switched these out for Home Depot parts to go with the PEX because this is usually going with the barbed wire, the barbed pipe crap. Alright, so with it, and this is where it hooks up to the dishwasher, and this should be on. My dishwasher's already plugged in. Now now I just have to put the lid over the tank. So this is about as ghetto rigged as it gets, I think, right? I mean, I need to like put some tinfoil on the top of that to prevent like as much heat from escaping as possible. Okay. And then I already put dish soap in the dishwasher. Turning it on. Let's do, I don't care. Let's do express. How the hell is an express wash an hour and 55 minutes? Probably this pro dry thing. There we go. Alright, and start it. And now it's washing. And this is with all that's happening. Like, I have solar, so the dishwasher is plugged in to solar. To basically a solar battery at the end of the day. The C-flow pump is also plugged in. And this right now, I don't have the dishwasher officially hooked up, as you can see. Otherwise, it would be pulling from the catchment outside. This is my ghetto rig version. And then I just have the draining tube running under here, so it's gonna pull whatever gunk is in the dishwasher out and drain it before it starts running everything. That god awful noise. It's the pump pumping out water, and then it'll start draining down here eventually. But right now it's just filling up the dishwasher. So it's sucking up the water from the aquarium. It's pulling up the accumulator tank into the dishwasher. And to get that god awful noise to shut up, yeah, you just put a damper on it. And it's still annoying, but it works. And then I gotta shove the tube better down in there. Alright, I'm gonna fix that. Now it'll go now get all the water from the bottom. Okay, and that's my official ghetto rig dishwasher off-grid setup. As nice as it is to have a full-size dishwasher, this also works if it's just tiny. I run the full-size dishwasher when I have too many big dishes like this, but otherwise, a portable dishwasher like this will heat the water all by itself, but it's still an energy hog, and that's why we have manual foot pumps for cloudy days and manual clean drinking water. So these aren't energy hogs.